stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate.
Once upon a time, there lived a wealthy merchant and his 3 daughters. One day, the father was to go to a far-off place, and he asked his daughter what they wanted on his return. The first and the second daughter asked for lovely dresses, but the third daughter, whose name was Beauty, said, "Father, I only need a rose plucked by your hand." The merchant on his way back had to cross through the deep forest. It was dark, and the merchant tried to find a place to sleep. He suddenly found a huge castle and went inside to find nobody. There was a huge table with delicious food, and he ate it all. Then the merchant went into the bedroom and slept on a soft and fluffy bed. The next day too, the merchant did not find anyone in the castle. He saw a beautiful rose bush growing in the lawn and remembered Beauty's gift. He plucked a red rose from the bush. Suddenly, a ferocious-looking beast sprang out of the bush. He was wearing fine silk clothes and roared, "I gave you food and bed to sleep in, and now you're stealing my roses." The merchant was frightened and told the beast about Beauty's gift. The beast decided to let him go if he promised to send Beauty to his castle. The merchant agreed and ran back home. He cried and told his daughter about the beast. But Beauty loved her father a lot and agreed to stay with the beast. The beast treated Beauty with a lot of kindness. He was never rude to her. He let her stay in the biggest room and let her roam in the beautiful garden. Beauty would sit near the fireplace and sew, while the beast kept her company. At first, Beauty was afraid of the beast, but slowly she began to like him. One day, the beast asked Beauty to marry him, but she refused. She was still afraid of his fearful-looking face. The beast still treated her kindly and with a lot of love. Beauty missed her father a lot. The beast gave her a magic mirror and said, "Look in the mirror and you can see your family. Now you won't feel lonely anymore." One day, Beauty looked in the mirror and saw her father was very ill and dying. She went to the beast and pleaded and cried, "Please let me go home. I only want to see my father before he dies." But the beast roared, "No! You promised you would never leave this castle." Saying this, he stormed out of the room. But after some time, he came to Beauty and said, "You may go to stay with your father for 7 days, but you must promise to return after that." Beauty was very happy and agreed. Then she left and went to stay with her father. Her father, on seeing Beauty, felt very happy and soon recovered. Beauty stayed with her family for 7 days and more. She forgot the beast and his castle. But one night, she had a terrible nightmare in which she saw the beast was very ill and about to die. He was crying, "Beauty, please come back." Beauty woke up and went back to the castle because she did not mean to hurt the beast. She cried and said, "Please don't die, beast. I will live with you forever." The beast miraculously changed into a handsome prince. He said, "I was under a curse all these years and could only be relieved when someone fell in love with me. I am now cured of the curse because you truly love me." And then the Beauty and the Beast were married, and together they lived happily ever after.
time, a cat and a monkey live at peace in the same house. They were great friends and were constantly in all sorts of mischief together. What they seemed to think of more than anything else was to get something to eat, and it did not matter much to them how they got it. One day, they were sitting by the fire, watching some chestnut roasting on the hearth. How to get them was the question. "I would gladly get them," said the cunning monkey. "But you are much more skillful at such things than I am. Paw them out and I'll divide them between us." Paws stretched out her paw very carefully, pushed aside some of the cinders, and drew back her paw very quickly. Then she tried it again, this time pulling a chestnut half out of the fire. A third time, and she drew out the chestnut. This performance she went through several times, each time swinging her paw severally. As fast as they pulled the chestnut out of the fire, the monkey ate them up. Now the master came in, and away scampered the rascals. Mistress cats with a burnt paw and no chestnut. From that time on, they say, she contented herself with might and grudge, and had little to do with Sir Monkey.